All right. So good evening, everyone. And I am going to talk about one of the tracks, which is AI. The track is similar to what the instructors has introduced about the courses. In tracks, we group them together. The three basic courses or the core courses we heard from the instructors. You will be taking the A plus, Security plus, and Cyber Ops. And thank you to all for giving a good overview. So I'm not going to talk more about it. I will focus on the three advanced courses in the AI track, including Python, AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT and hardware security. So Python is a course, programming course, which you can take in one of the plan of study early on, in which you learn the basic data structures, how to write the code, how to synthesize and run it, and then applies in some of the labs, which include cybersecurity applications in Python. Python is a very important programming language. There are a lot of job opportunities with just this skill. There are a lot of resources which you can use as you include the packages. So you will be learning a lot of that in the course of Python. Once you have taken Python, you can take the course on AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT, in which you will be using those skills in some of the labs. So artificial intelligence is a branch of machine learning in which we cover different topic areas. We also cover blockchain, and that is another area which is flourishing a lot, and there's a lot of certifications available. So this is like a double benefit of this course in machine learning and artificial intelligence. And even if you're not in technology or you are in technology, you know how this whole paradigm, it's more like a paradigm shift with machine learning. There are a lot of initiatives and interesting news almost every day we see. So this is something which we cover in this track. Along with that, the IoT, which is another very interesting course where you will study the small devices. How do you interact with the IoT devices, Internet of Things, like your smartwatch or smart refrigerators. You understand what goes in terms of their design and what are the security aspects that you can study while interacting or in more state-of-art process of designing those IoT devices. So these are a group of courses which, trust me, I mean, in my, and I've been affiliated with university for teaching for quite some time now. This is a very unique composition of courses, which brings you in a very attractive spot, because you have the skills and knowledge of interdisciplinary, where you have physical knowledge and as well as application level knowledge of cybersecurity. So I'm really excited, and this is a very near to dear to our hearts. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I highly encouraged you to consider taking this track. So like Dr. Tu discussed about the, I'll just try to open this one. So the track I will share with you is the AI track, or cybersecurity artificial intelligence. It's the second track. And as Dr. Tu mentioned about the first three core courses, they are common between the two, all three tracks basically. There is A plus, Security plus, and Cyber Ops. So I'll focus more on these core or specialized courses in this track are Python Essentials. That covers all the hands-on experience. Your labs will work on either Python notebook or Python, basically where you will be writing your code, compiling it, and running. So your idea of this course is it's a prerequisite for the other two courses, that is AI and IoT and hardware security. So it's one of the priority that if you can take Python along with your core courses, it will help you to schedule your other sessions. Another thing which has been done in the past, and of course it's something which we discuss periodically when to offer,
but in the historically, AI and IoT security has been alternatively offered. So this is something which you would like to discuss with your program managers, how to make use of your sessions when you want to graduate. So if you can take Python along with your core courses, that can help you in scheduling. Now, a little bit about the courses. This is the link where you can go through. This is the CWCT course description where you can read more about all the coursework that you are expected to complete. So Python, it discusses what is the skill set you will complete once you take this course. So you will be able to write your own functions, procedures, make use of the objects like lists, and search algorithms like sort and search algorithms. You will be able to write your own code for that. And of course, you will write the code and learn more about the packages which are available in Python that will be used for cybersecurity. So once you have a good solid foundation of Python programming, and of course, we don't expect students to have programming background. So this course is a basic course in which the expectation is that you all will learn the programming with some basic, if you have, that is a plus, but that is kept in mind that some of the students don't have a programming background. So this is a skill which industry has a high demand. So that is why we picked Python over other languages like C and Java. There's a lot of job market for Java as well. So once you learn Python, maybe this is something which, if you enjoy programming, you may look into that on your own as well. The other specialized courses include machine learning for cybersecurity, which is CWCT 245, where you learn about supervised learning, unsupervised learning, deep learning, classification, SVM. So it is an advanced class, so you will expect a lot of learning curve in this course, and it is a little bit different from the other courses because of how it's organized. And the objective is really to give you holistic view of what AI is. A quick heads up, PIs are also revisiting some of the course modules. So by the time you take the course, you will see some modifications as well. The last course I'll talk about is the IoT and hardware security. That is basically a very interesting course. It's very unique, and keeping it in mind that this is like a national need, you probably have been hearing all these CHIP Act and other things in the news. There's a lot of funding associated. The president of the United States is very concerned about hardware security. So you see a lot of opportunities in terms of jobs. So what we see is we don't have a mix of students or the skill sets who know about cybersecurity and as well as hardware security. So this is kind of an effort in this program in which you are the people who basically are the skills needed by the at the national level. So this course really integrates the knowledge that you have gained from the other courses in terms of software security, application security, ethical hacking, security plus, and try to integrate it with hardware security. So this is from perspective IoT, the resource constrained devices, the wearable devices, and looks into beyond software. So we look into hardware, physical, embedded. So this is a very interesting course that is also part of your AI track.
Yeah, so here I just give you a very high level overview of their system administration track. So in this track, we still have 3 common core courses on this 3 CompTIA A+, Security Plus, and Cisco Cyber Ops. So you are already familiar with that. Then for this system administration track, we have 3 courses, kind of specialized courses. The first is Linux system administration. Actually, this course also, I think, is also shared with the digital forensic track. So we have seen many people, many trainees have taken this course. And another one is the ethical hacking. That is pretty fundamental and will essentially very important for this track. So give you a pretty comprehensive knowledge about the needed skills for administration. And the last one, the cloud system administration, we have offered it multiple times in the past. But we were not offering this one in the incoming session, just because the some switching we need to do. Okay, so regarding the three specialized courses, I want to mention that the first for this Linux system administration, previously we used the Red Hat Linux training courses to as a main content. So that basically helped the students to better prepared for the Red Hat system administration certification exam. But now we switched to their more kind of brand or vendor dependent training content, which essentially is done through the here NDG Linux 1. This is actually the actual content is provided by Cisco Networking Academy, collaborating with NDG. But this NDG Linux is not specific for any Linux distribution. So it's more broad and more comprehensive. And let me just show you what it covered. So frankly, this is just created a couple of minutes ago. I created this course on their Netcat to show you what the content is. So we see that I think 8 modules, I believe, for 8 weeks. So the first one is basic kind of introduction, just to provide some general background for the course. And then we start with the basic file management, and then with the editing, text editing, which covers, you see that, for example, there's regular expressions that's very useful for administration on any platform. And then we move to advanced file management. So certainly we will talk more about like the processes, like the archive, those commands that essentially manipulate and compress, decompress files, and as well as file permissions. Then we move to the system part administration, like the beginning. And partitioning. Partitioning is dealing with the storage. So how you're gonna create multiple, one or multiple partitions using the Linux commands. And again, we not only dealing with the files, but also file systems. So here, you know that on Linux we can support multiple file system at the same time. So you definitely want to know that. Actually, this is a big part for the day-to-day management on our large systems. And last module is the system software. So this is a Linux 1, okay? So we also have Linux 2, but the Netcat provide Linux 2 as a more advanced, but it's not offered through this course, okay? So yeah, one particular thing you need to keep in mind is since we pay essentially the NDG for this course, you can see that essentially we pay this amount for their for each student, and that it's a little bit tricky for this kind of payment. So you have to be very careful, follow the instruction from your instructor, because that can have seen several cases that a student kind of messed up their account and then lost the access. So we don't want this problem happen again. So be very careful on this. Just to follow the instruction from the instructor. If you have any questions before you do anything, just seek the instructor to clarify or ask about what you should do. Okay, and then that's about the Linux. I spend too much time, but I think that's very important. Then the next is about the the ethical hacking. For ethical hacking, essentially, the content is provided through the EC Council CEH certified, certified ethical hacking. So that basically, sorry about that, my sound always interrupts. So yeah, essentially after you taking this course, you should be well prepared for essentially taking this EC Council CH examination. So I won't be able to expand on that. The last one is under this cloud system administration. Previously, we were using Linux, Red Hat based OpenStack course materials. However, we won't be able to use that anymore. So we are currently developing our own materials. So essentially the lab materials. So hopefully we can offer it pretty soon, for example, next spring. So just to give you a general idea what we offer previously. So here is the content we covered in that system, the cloud administration course. So you can see that first we introduce the OpenStack platform, then talking about the basic, very fundamental concepts about this launching instance, the organizing people resources, and then managing the Linux networks, how to launch an internal instance, and talk about the storage, including the block storage and object storage. Then we essentially centered on their instance. So most of the labs are basically focusing on those. And we also introduced several case studies, like how you deploy some services on the cloud network.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, my name is Michael Tools. I'm going to talk about the learning paths, right? The training paths, and especially talking about the digital forensic course. Okay, so here is our website, right, about our CWCT training program, and you can find the training paths here. So well, we have 3 different tracks for the CWCT professional certificate program. So one of that is like AI track, and another one system administration track, and another one is about digital forensics. So I'm going to only talk about the digital forensic course, and we have some other PIs who are talking about the other tracks. Okay, so I will just go to the forensics track. So I hope you can read my screen. Okay. Okay, so our track has like 6 courses. So there are 3 we call the core course, which is also the 3 courses for those CWCT entry certificate program. So it is like the Compete TIA A+ course, and Compete TIA Security Plus course, and the CISC SubOps course. So all these 3 courses are prepare training participants to be ready to taking the corresponding certification course. So the A+ course is basically about the computer components, right? And set up, and for example, how to install the computers and manage the user accounts, right? Set up the file systems, of course, operating systems, set up the user accounts, passwords, groups, as well as some other security policy, security things, right? Like apply the BitLock, right? Encryption, apply the like IDAs, right? The firewall, whatever, right? Sometimes we may set up a firewall, but sometimes may not, right? Okay, so at least we may have those malware detection systems, right? And there's one small component we would like to cover is about the network basics, and it actually should be 1 week or 2 weeks. So we will cover those like using the packet tracer, right? Okay, packet tracer. So I guess this is what the A+ course looks like. Okay, so they have a network, hardware, Windows, file system, right? Configuration, those things. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Okay, so the second course is about the security plus. Okay, so and this window is actually showing the security plus course modules. So basically, it will cover the cybersecurity principles and basic concepts like threats, risks, vulnerabilities, and attacks, right? And then we will cover the basic of cryptographics and the public and private key encryption, decryption technologies, right? And then we were talking about the network security, okay? Network security, wireless security, and then, of course, we were talking about how we can do the system and the network hardening, right? So, for example, to control the ports, right? Which ports should be open, and we make sure those servers are patched, right? Okay, on time. Then we were talking about the some security, the different aspects like application security, web security, right? And then we'll like cloud security, as well as the last portion should be like always be risk management, okay? Risk management to or business continuity. So that's about the security plus course. Okay, so this course will be prepare you for the security plus certification, which is a very popular, okay, very popular certification required by the government. Okay, so then we another course is should be the I think we're talking about CISC CyberOps, right? Okay, so I think I have opened the security. CISC CyberOps. Okay. So CISC CyberOps is mainly about the security operation. So by this name, we will know this is a hands-on base, right? So doing all about the operations. For example, virtual environment setup, right? And look at the system process, registry, PowerShell things, right? And well, how to use a Wireshark to do well, we don't, this is not for penetration testing, but mainly for you to test how secure your system is, right? And we were also talking about other topics like malware analysis, social engineering things, some other common attacks, right? We will, talk more about firewall and encryption, decryption. So this is on how to use the tools, right? How to operate. So basically hands-on. So you will provide lots of hands-on labs for you to practice. So this is a very popular course as well. Okay. So we have there are 3 track-specific course. Linux, I'm not going to talk about this. I think we have another PI is going to cover this. So it's basically about basic Linux command, right? And how to administrate the Linux systems. So we have 2 courses like 255 and 235 of forensic course. So actually, this DFI course is the first course you should take. So this course is more about the fundamental about computer or digital forensics, okay? Digital forensics, including like law and regulations and procedures, right? Investigation procedures and rules of evidence, something like that. And then it will go to some basic topics on forensic investigation, for example, how we are going to do with the file systems, right? Okay, and take a look at the Windows registries, even maybe Linux, right? Something like that. So we are going to use the open source tool. It's called Autopsy. So you will have a chance to perform those same tools, and the labs. It's actually we are going to use in the NDG existing lab. Okay, so you should have a lot of opportunity to do this hands-on stuff. Okay, so of course this is called a CHA5, right? Prepare you with CHA5, and so then this course should be talking about how we're going to investigate security instance as well. So you should have a 1 or 2 labs to talk about that, at least some modules to discuss about that. Okay, so the last course for this track is we call computer forensics. Okay, so CWCT 235. So you must take this 255 before you can take 235. Okay, so this course is basically a Windows forensic course. So it will, all the lectures and the slides and the labs are designed by us, developed by us, and it will cover all aspects of Windows forensics, like file systems, operating systems, right? Windows registry, applied decryption, internet forensics. Basically, it's browser, based forensics, right? And Microsoft offers forensics as well as the network and internet forensics, right? So that's internet forensics, what we're talking about. Network forensics is a little bit different, right? Okay, so those are the topics we would like to cover. So this is also a very hands-on course, okay? Very hands-on course, so lots of labs. Okay, I think that's pretty much, for me to talk about. And